Batman Arkham Asylum, arguably one of the greatest superhero games ever made. And just like all my other videos, I was able to make this while the game's still relevant. To flex and everything, I'm a little good at this game. Yes, I'm flexing that I can't talk to girls, what about it? That photo was taken 3 years ago though, so I don't know if I'm still on the leaderboard. If someone can check for me, I'd appreciate that. I'll give you unsolicited toe pictures when I get free time. Also, I'm playing on hard mode in case anyone's wondering where Batman's spidey senses are. So, yeah, I do sleep with no socks on. We begin the game by taking Joker into custody. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, or leave a hate comment. Lets me know if I should keep making these or quit. Also, tell a kid on Roblox to reset their character in real life. Peace. Jokes aside though, we do hand the Joker over at the start of the game.
Not so tight, boys. You'll crease the suit.
Get that filthy degenerate out of here.
You know the game's gonna be good when it lets you do God's greatest gift. An escort mission. Before we can properly begin escorting, we have to get scanned.
You know what? I prefer the good old cavity search. Much more personal.
I enjoy all the little details included in the intro. For example, if we first play through, you'd have no idea what this means.
Pencil me in for tomorrow at 4. We've got a lot of catching up to do.
Anyway, I gotta stop spoiling and glazing the game, so Joker has to get checked by some doctor.
Just gotta check your prisoner, Officer Bowles.
Whatever, just be quick.
Only following procedure.
Need to take my temperature? I'd be happy to drop my pants.
I don't know Joker had game like that. Ignore the camera, that's a bug. We then run into another old friend.
I've got your scent, Batman. I will hunt you down.
I think it likes us.
That reminds me, I really need to get me some new shoes.
Move up.
We enter the elevator, make some small talk.
Tell me something. You've never let me catch you this easily. What are you really after?
Oh, nothing much. Hundreds dying in pain and fear. All their meaningless lives brought to a horrifying conclusion. All thanks to you and a book of matches. Was that the answer you wanted?
Yep, the lights go out for a second and Batman can't control himself.
What? Don't you trust me?
We then meet up with our boyfriend, Jim Gordon. But while we're busy talking about work-related stuff, Joker escapes. While Joker escapes, he releases some prisoners, forcing us to fight our way out. That was weird. Joker then kindly opens the door for us.
You know it's a trap.
Of course it is.
I try to stop a hostage situation and drop down, but then realize that I don't know what the crouch button is and accidentally throw a batarang, so I just smash his head into the floor. So, another hard day's work, I guess. After that, Harley Quinn calls me and she keeps asking me out, which is really embarrassing and awkward. And then she tells me that she kidnapped some old guy and that she's trapped me in the room that we're in. And then she smashes her camera, which she's the one that turned it on. Couldn't she have just turned it off instead of doing all that? Anyway, I say goodbye to Zaz and escape through the vent in the wall. Fun fact, I'm in your walls right now. I then come across a room of people getting gassed.
Are you gonna get in there and help them, Batman?
Nope. Just kidding. Look at me save a fellow orphan. Anyway, I clean up the laughing gas, and then I use my keen detective skills to tell me that Joker may have gone this way. When I finally find the Joker, I try to break the chain that he's standing on, hoping he'll fall to his death, but fail. In retaliation, Joker introduces me to my high school bully's mother again. She looks better than normal. I then hug her and tell her that I forgive her about her past mistake. Yes, I'm calling her son a mistake, and am I getting better at lying? I pause the fight to try and kill Joker again, and she shows me the error in my ways. She then goes into cardiac arrest and dies. It's the small wins, you know.
Knock me off! I dare you. End this! Pull the plug! Stop me once and for all!
Don't gotta ask me twice. Sadly though, Batman has better self-control than me and lets the Joker escape. I then get a call from a mysterious villain and try to use my detective skills.
Joker.
You were expecting maybe Two-Face?
Joker then informs us that our friend has gotten kidnapped.
Officer Bowles.
Good job, Batman. You name people super well. Side note, I like how Batman just calls everyone really dumb.
Bowles wasn't too smart. Harley thinks she has me trapped in this chamber. She never was very bright.
Ignore that last clip, that's a bug. We decide we need to go save Jim before we continue finding the Joker. We arrive at the site of the crime and scan Officer Bowles' flask. This is why I don't drink, because if I were to ever kidnap somebody, Batman would just end up tracking me down. While following the trail, I come across a phone call.
What's happening there? I'm trying to contact Steve. Is he there? Hold 1 second. I'll see if I can find him. Thank you.
I'm sorry. I've looked everywhere, but I can only find his head.
I'll get back to you when I find the rest of them.
It's comforting to know that he's not all bad. While following the Flask trail, we come across Harley Quinn and she drops an elevator on me. She wants me so bad. And now I'm forced to climb up the elevator shaft.
The old-fashioned way.
I end up reaching the top and run into some adoring fans.
He's here!
Wait, is that 2 nickels now? I then come across a room filled with Joker thugs with guns.
Get off me!
After taking out all the Joker's thugs, we discover a dead Officer Bowles. I then get a mysterious call.
It is I, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and more importantly, your intellectual superior. Be careful. Don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait.
I like ignoring his riddle and listening to him get mad.
I said, don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait. A painting of something sharp, Warden. Sharp. That old guy who runs the place? In a painting? On the wall?
When I finally get my game to stop glitching, I put Riddler out of his misery.
So you did it. Well done.
After solving the riddle, this guard opens the door for me, which isn't suspicious timing at all. We then chat for a bit and he tells me how awesome I am and how he locked the door on all his friends and watched them all die. So I continue on my journey. I then go in the girls' bathroom. Shh, don't tell anyone. Go in their walls. Fun fact, I'm still in your walls. Keep looking. And find my way outside. I then get an alert that some douchebags are trying to wreck the Batmobile, so I head over to go beat their army and talk to them kindly. I'm gonna be honest, looking back at this clip, I don't know what happened. I think I just got really mad at this one NPC and decided to torture him for a little bit before knocking him out. I'm very protective of my Batmobile, I guess. I then grab some explosive gel from the boot of the Batmobile and scan Jim's pipe. This is why I don't smoke as well, because if I were to ever kidnap somebody, Batman would still be able to track me down. While following the trail, I come across Harley Quinn, but there's still no sign of Jim Gordon.
Where's Gordon?
Wouldn't you like
I'm over here.
Shut up!
If only there was some sort of clue. I then come across a room of doctors being taken hostage by a Joker's thug, and decide I should probably save them. I start by throwing this guy off a gargoyle.
What are you doing?
Blowing up this wall, non-lethally, remember I don't kill anyone, and then dying. I always knew there'd be hot clown girls in heaven, but I respawn with vengeance on my mind. I begin by writing my signature on the wall, to show them who the real boss is. I then throw another guy off a gargoyle. I then non-lethally blow the wall up on 2 people. Give my new friend a hug. He does that sometimes. Non-lethally cut this guy's rope. He fell off camera, so he's okay. And I finally take out the last guy. I then took to the doctors and they're like, you look really handsome and did really good back there, but there's still 3 more doctors you have to save. Do I have to save them? Yeah, they're pretty important. Okay. And so I head off to go save the other 3 doctors. I enter the first doctor's room and help her by spraying my signature all over these old walls. I then go on the roof and accidentally spray my signature again because I don't know what button to press. I then non-lethally take out the whole room with my explosions. I'm thankful the explosions knew not to hit the doctor and only went for the guards. We then talk about some boring stuff. I wasn't listening, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't important, and I head off to go save the other doctors. I then come across one of the other kidnapped doctors.
You're safe now.
But it's a trap!
I know. Just not for me.
Holy crap, he said the line.
Give me everything. Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Anyway, I expertly defused the trap. He then tells me how awesome I am. I don't actually know, I wasn't listening again. It took a lot of effort to edit that last part. So yeah, I head off to go save the last doctor. I enter the next doctor's room and discover it's been filled with laughing gas. Either that or your mother farted. I begin to start clearing the room of gas, but discover Batman's biggest weakness, using his own fucking cape. But I do eventually help him face his fears. I'm proud of you, Batman. I press a button, kill a guy. Press another button and save the doctor. I don't even bother talking to this one and just head back to my mission because I'm starting to get worried about Jim. I then come back to the doctors admiring my handiwork. I know, I'm pretty good. You know this guy's dead, right? Nah. No, like seriously, I called the cops, they're here. Take me back to the mansion and help me get my notes back. I don't want Joker to have them. No, fuck you. You're not allowed to say that to me. Don't worry, Batman. I'll take her. Simp. Are we just gonna ignore the fact that he killed someone? Remember, Mrs. Doctor, no one likes a snitch. Wait, quick, everyone hide, my bat senses are tingling. Joker thugs then break into the room and I decide to take them all out one by one. I start by giving this guy a hug. No, that wasn't a headbutt, that was me kissing him. I then hug this other guy so he doesn't feel left out. Yeah, I can't even cover this part up, I just beat the shit out of this guy. Now that I've cleared out the room, I decide to go through the elevator that they came through.
Too easy! Oh, think about it. I got you trapped in a little metal box, hanging precariously over a deadly drop. What say I just blow the emergency brakes and drop you like a sack of puppies? Say goodnight, bats. Boom! Only kidding.
After Joker's hilarious stand-up routine, Batman gets a bit of a cold, but I'm sure it's nothing. After leaving the elevator, Batman runs into me after spending 10 minutes in school. While admiring my pure beauty, Batman notices a scary shadow on the wall. Also, I only just noticed this for the first time, and it could have just been me being really dumb all these years, which if I'm being honest with myself is the most likely scenario. But you can see Scarecrow run really fast past the doctor's room. I never noticed this and played this game for years, which could probably be because I get super scared from the super scary stuff that Scarecrow's always doing. I mean, look at the shadow. If you don't get afraid of shadows, you're either really brave, have multiple girl and or boyfriends, or a big fat liar. Anyway, I continue my search for Jim.
Please help me, Batman. No!
If only he just left some sort of clue. But I eventually do end up finding him by following his skid marks he left behind for me. Instead of saying hey or hello though, I just tickle his neck and then poke him in the eyes. He must be power napping or something. That's what most old people do, right? I then start walking down the corridor to follow the shadows. Also, I don't know that they let the inmates have pets around here. That's really kind of them. And then I find my way into the morgue, which, now that I'm thinking about it, how many people are dying here that they need their own private morgue? But I don't stay for long as my keen detective skills tell me that I don't think something wants me here. And then I find my way into the morgue, which, now that I'm thinking about it, how many people are dying here that they need their own private morgue? I then notice some mystery bags on the table and can't control myself.
Father, you should have stood up to him, son. Like a man.
Okay, got a little unlucky and found my alcoholic father. Let's see if I get lucky with the next one.
Mom?
Help us, Bruce. Don't let us die.
Who the fuck made these mystery boxes? Okay, let's see what's in the last one. I wake up from being stabbed by the crackhead's needle, which I'm pretty mad at myself for because I promised myself I'd stop letting this happen. And what the fuck? Did that always used to be there? I then do a sick jump and a cutscene starts where I get attacked from some needles and a big homeless guy.
You're in my world now.
My bad. Anyway, I run away and hide like a legend. Nothing truly interesting happens in this part. Scarecrow just spins around in circles and I hide behind a wall. The only notable thing that I do is blow up this wall and shine the bat signal on him, which I guess Scarecrow is afraid of lights for some reason, and I wake up in the morgue. While going where I think Joker might have gone, I notice that Jim switched clothes. I enter the next room and notice Harley Quinn holding Jim at gunpoint and decide I should probably save him. If this were me though, please don't save me. I'm right where I'm meant to be. I then non-lethally jump through the roof.
You took longer than I thought.
Jim then informs me that...
We're not alone.
Was that cool what I just did there? No? Okay. We go investigate downstairs and find a... shriveled up Bane.
Cut me down.
Joker then calls us and Bluetooth some venom into Bane, allowing Bane to break free. Bane then comes out swinging and I dodge all his attacks and give him the nastiest right hook of his life, putting him to sleep. Just kidding, he bitches me.
Once again, I have defeated you, Batman!
Bane then walks through the hole that he throwed me through, looking for seconds, and we begin our boss fight. To start, I get overwhelmed and spray the floor. After fighting for a while, he throws a rock at my head and I die.
The bat is broken!
I end up dying a couple times to him. But I eventually win, and escape while the roof non-lethally collapses on him. I then meet with Jim outside.
We need to get you off the island.
I'm not a rookie. I can handle myself.
Bane then returns and we get a quick shot of some bat cake. Bane then picks us up and we do an insane bat backflip and hit him with a car, and non-lethally drown him. After a series of unrelated events, Jim decides he is going to leave, and I'm forced to say goodbye to my coworker. Sadly, I'm gonna have to end the video here and do a second part because this video is getting way too long and I'm a week behind on uploading thanks to all my detentions. So please like and subscribe so I can drop out, or leave a hate comment so I know if I should quit or keep doing this. Also, tell a kid on Roblox to reset the character in real life. Peace.
Bane called Dr. Young Bruja. What does it mean?
It's Spanish for witch.